not sure, but I think you look a little bit more fit today than the last few years. Is that correct? And
if you say so. I haven't done anything different, so I don't know. You tell me. I've literally been the same for the last 15 years of my life, so.
So for me, it looked a little bit better in shape.
Thanks. I'll take it.
So you played a lot of different kinds of characters over the last few years. You've been the really mean bad guy with no limits. You had a funny character with Chris Jericho. Now you are like hiding from Braun Strowman. What do you like the most?
I don't really like one more than the other. I just do my job and what requires my job for me to do. You know what I mean? Like right now for the product, I act a certain way, and next month it could be different. I think the key to longevity in WWE and being an interesting performer is being able to adapt and do whatever you need to do. So I'd like to think that I can adapt and do whatever is needed of me. So this is what I've been doing.
If I ask you about Shania Twain, so you came back to Twitter, I think, and asked her for performing the song for you. Can you tell us a bit about that story and how big of a fan you are of her?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've always been a big fan of her music, and she was coming to Montreal. My wife bought me tickets, so I wanted her to play my favorite song, which I know she doesn't usually play in concert. So I thought it would be a good idea to come back to Twitter and try to get her attention, and it worked. Unfortunately, I didn't get to hear my favorite song, but I did get on stage with her, which is probably better. It was cool. She was very nice, and it was a really fun experience.
So if you are some kind of big fan of her, do you understand wrestling fans coming to you maybe in all kinds of situations, even in your private life, coming to you asking for a picture or autograph?
Yeah, I mean, it's just part of what we do, and I'm more than happy to oblige when I can. But sometimes I'll be out with my family, and if I'm at a park at Disney, for example, I get asked a lot for pictures, and sometimes I'll say yes, sometimes I'll say no. I'm always courteous to everybody, and as long as they understand that sometimes I can't just, if I have my daughter in my arms, I can't just put her down to take a picture with somebody. Unfortunately, some people don't understand that, and I've had experiences where somebody will try to take a picture anyway, even though I've said no. And that's extremely rude and extremely disrespectful, and I hate that, and I'll never stand for that. But usually when I can, I'll be more than happy to oblige and take a picture with anybody who wants to, and that's just, as long as they understand that we can't always do it, but I think most people are sensible and understand that. So I've had very few instances where I've had to get upset, but it's happened.
What do you do in your free time? I mean, you don't have much free time.
No, I don't.
For a wrestler, but if you have, what do you like to do?
I mean, it's all family time, whatever. When I get home, it's usually I'll run errands, do whatever I needed to do the days that I wasn't home, and then it's all up to my kids and my wife and whatever they want to do. So just spend time with my family. That's just the way I like it.
SummerSlam weekend is right now. First NXT TakeOver starts. It's been a while. You've been wrestling in NXT. Do you still watch the product? Do you still have the time?
Yeah, so I don't have much time to watch anything, to be honest, but I still try to go to any takeover I can. And, last year I managed to make it out to an NXT TV taping in Orlando, because that's where we live now. Me and my wife and my kids just moved back to Orlando recently. So now, obviously, like I mentioned, I don't have that much time off, so I can't really go to every TV taping, even though they're 10 minutes away from where I live, but I'll try to make it out and see what's going on in NXT as much as I can. I'll be at TakeOver on Saturday, and it's a great atmosphere. It's great to be around. I can't really say the younger guys because they're not all younger, but I guess the next crop of talent that's going to come here to Raw and SmackDown eventually and join us up here, But it's always great to be around. They always put on a great show. Obviously, everybody's aware of that, and it's good. I feel it's good to be around. It's motivating going into SummerSlam or WrestleMania or any time I'm a takeover before a big show,
In SummerSlam, people were groaning because it's the third time Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. And the twist is you fight against Braun Strowman. You have the possibility to get the Money in the Bank. if you win this thing, when you win this thing, will you be sitting at ringside watching what happens in there just to cash in?
I mean, I won't be ringside, and I won't tell anybody if I'm cashing in or not that night or what I'm doing. I'll get through Braun first, and then we'll figure out the rest.
How to get by hiding from him?
Oh no, I don't. If you've noticed, once the bell rings, I don't hide.
Okay.
But what's the point of me sticking around after a match is done, or before a match happens, or when there's not a match? Braun Strowman's an idiot. You never know what he's going to do, so I don't stick around to find out.
Okay. Is there any possibility that some of your friends will help you, Jinder Mahal and something like that?
Who knows?
Okay. What about Sami Zayn? How is he doing?
I mean, I saw him a couple days ago. He's still recovering from surgery. Just had a second surgery.
Okay.
He had surgery for his shoulder a couple months ago. Now he had surgery for the other. So he's pretty banged up. But
I didn't know that he had.
That's
two.
right.
Okay.
Yeah. He babysat my cat, and everything went well. So that's it. That's all I got right now for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. I have 3 questions.
All right.
Can you answer them into this camera?
I sure can.
Great. So the first question is, if you could choose a tag team partner of all of the WWE and the WWE legends, who would it be?
I feel like that's very broad and very hard to answer because there's so many. I mean, if you're not even talking about just current superstars, you're talking about all, the entire. I mean, I don't know. I guess my one top pick would be Dusty Rhodes, just because that would mean I get to spend more time with Dusty, which is something I sorely miss. So he'd have to be, and of course he's one of the greatest of all time. So,
okay. And what's your favorite food?
I mean, I don't know. People ask me that, and I don't have an answer, to be honest. I don't know. I never think of it. Pizza, I guess.
Okay.
Right? I don't know.
Which pizza?
I usually like veggies on there, yeah. But I don't know. I don't have a specific one.
Okay. And after SummerSlam, who will be the Universal Champion?
Well, I don't know for sure. But if the world is right, and if we're thinking of what would be the best case scenario for everybody, then you're looking at it. But who knows? We'll see.
Okay.
Let's keep our fingers crossed.
Thank you.
No problem.